After you're logged into Client Track, we'll navigate to the Reports workspace. A Clients and Program report is classified as an enrollment report, which means it pulls data at the enrollment level. We can select Enrollment Reports from the left-hand panel menu. And from there, we'll see the option below. This is a good report to run if you would like to get a sense of how many clients you have enrolled into a program at any given time. This report is also often run to get client IDs for auditing purposes. Like all reports, we first need to set our report criteria and filters before actually running the report. First up, we'll need to set a date range. You can pull from a predefined list or you can set your own range. Scrolling down, there are 3 different specific report types. Enroll at any point means the report will pull clients who were enrolled into the program at any point, regardless of when their enrollment actually began during that predefined date range. Begin enrollment will pull clients who are just entering the program during that date range. And exited will pull clients who were exited from the program during that date range. Next up, we have organizations. If you have access to multiple agencies, you will need to make sure that you select the correct agencies that you're interested in reporting the report for. Otherwise, your agency should already be selected below. If you hover over the box, you'll see Selected, Texas Homeless Network for me. Scrolling down, it's not required for you to select any programs, but you can in order to narrow things down. If you choose not to filter by programs, the system will pull data from all of the programs listed in this Programs box. Below the Programs box, there are a variety of different filters you can choose to use to further narrow down your report. You can filter by user to see which HMIS user had input which clients or which households. You can filter by client age, and you can also choose to only pull the head of household. This can be a good option if you're trying to see the number of households you have enrolled into your programs instead of a total number of clients. Once you're done selecting your parameters, we'll select Report. You'll get a notification flag that says Report Started. The Clients and Programs report is running in the background. Then it'll give you a pop-up notification that your report is ready. We can find the report in My Saved Reports, and you should see Clients and Programs report with the date and time that you ran the report. We can go ahead and open it by clicking on Open Report. You will see the number of clients enrolled and exited, as well as the total number of enrollments and the total number of unduplicated clients. A client might have been enrolled more than once into a program, but they will only be listed once in this last column. Notice that there are plus signs on this report. When you select the plus sign, it will expand the section and give you a lot more detailed information. If you need further information, such as client IDs, you'll need to utilize the Export option by clicking on this icon to export to Excel data. Select your best option, and it will be downloaded. Once you open the downloaded file, you'll be able to see a lot more information regarding your clients. Let's take a look at how to run a CSV Export 2022 report. For this report, after we've navigated to the Reports workspace, we'll need to select HMIS Exports. And you'll see the option CSV Export 2022. First, we will need to select our source endpoint. This should be your agency. If you do not see your agency listed here, please get in touch with the data team at hmis@thn.org. Your source type will be Continuum Operated HMIS, and your state filter will be Texas, and your Continuum of Care Code, or COC, should be the Texas Balance of State COC. Next, we'll need to set your report date range. What I have here may be different based on what your reporting needs are. Leave the export date as is. This leaves a type of receipt in the system for when these reports are run. Next up, your organization should already be selected for you, and you can check by hovering over the box to see Selected. If you have access to multiple organizations, you may need to change this. Please be sure to check whichever organization you'll be running the report for. Check the program box to be able to select which program you'll be running the report for. You should have one export file for each program type. So for example, if your agency has an emergency shelter program and a homelessness prevention program, then you should run two separate exports, one for the emergency shelter and one for the homelessness prevention program. I'll select my program. It's not necessary to select a grant, but you can do so if you choose the same way you selected a program. For this example, I'll leave that box unchecked. Be sure to keep this Exclude Deleted Records box checked. And you are ready to run your report. You can click on the button at the bottom that says Run Export. You'll be taken to the Export Encryption box. You have two options here. You can keep the export box checked, and you will be required to create a password to be able to access the file. This password does not have to be your ClientTrack password, but it should still be just as secure. When you go down this route, your report will be put into a zip file, and based on your computer setup, you may or may not be able to access the file. If you can, it will ask you for the password before opening the document. Because of the potential issues with this option, we strongly advise against it. Instead, we recommend that you uncheck the Export Encryption box. When you uncheck the Export Encryption box, you will get this warning message at the bottom. You will need to check the box below it, assuming full responsibility of ensuring the security of the exported files. When you go through this route, there are not any additional steps to being able to open the file once it's downloaded. Regardless of which option you choose, you are always responsible for the security of downloaded files to your computer. Keep Include Header Row in CSV files checked and keep Always Quote CSV values unchecked. Once you are through, select Done. You will get this pop-up box that announces that the exported report has been queued and will be processed at the next available time. We can head to the Files on Server page. And you'll see here my file is not ready to be viewed yet. Sometimes this can take an hour or longer to run and to be downloaded. If your report is taking a while to be exported, you can always click on the View Status of Export or Import Tasks option here. And in this pop-up box, you'll be able to see the report that you ran, the time that you desired for it to begin, and its status. You can see here my report has not started yet, so we wait. You can always click on Files on Server again to refresh the page, and you'll see it listed here. We'll click on the Zip option to download the file. It will likely be sent to your computer's Downloads folder. Once you've extracted the zip file, you'll see all the different options listed in the folder. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.